guys, I'm Gina and I make videos on organization and intentional living. I also sometimes talk about side hustling, homemaker stuff, debt payoff, just lifestyle, life in general. So hi, if you're new here, it's nice to meet you. For those of you that don't know me, I am a wife. I'm also a tech project manager. I am a certified online business manager. I side hustle as an OBM and a virtual assistant. And I'm also a dog mom and soon to be person mom. So I have worked in the corporate sector as a project manager for what seems like forever, but it really hasn't been that long. And I am a person that one day just woke up and decided that I wanted life to look different. I decided to start living my life more intentionally. And now it's become a passion of mine to share that with other people. So if you like this video, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe because it really helps me know what you like and what you don't like. And then also just leave me a comment and say hello. I like to interact with people. And today I'm going to be talking about how I balance my 9-to-5 job. It's really 9 to 2. And then also my side hustle and everything else that I have got going on in my life. Because like I mentioned, so just to give you some context, I work a part-time job from 9 to 2 p.m. every day at a local tech startup. And then I also side hustle as a virtual assistant / OBM, depending on what the task is or who it is, at night. And I also have this lifestyle brand that I'm currently working on building because this is kind of my passion project. So my hobby kind of falls into what I do for a living, which is okay. And then I'm also 8 months pregnant with my first child, and I have 2 dogs that are my first children. So, and we have a 3-bedroom home in a rural subdivision in Alabama. So I'm a busy bee. I have a lot that I'm doing and I have a lot that I'm juggling. We're also working on paying off debt. We're on our debt-free journey. And I will be doing an update, I think, soon on where we're at with that. So I have a lot going on. So there's a lot to balance. And I wanted to kind of tell you guys how I do it because some people look at me like I'm totally and completely, utterly insane. But it's my life. It's chaotic, but I absolutely love it. So here's how I balance my 9-to-5 and my side hustle and then the rest of my life. So the first thing I do is I prioritize. So I do a brain dump at the beginning of every week and then of all the stuff that I need to get done like that week. And then I prioritize it. And then based on priority, base is on what day it gets done. And that's how I manage my workload. I have to be very intentional with my time when I'm not at the office. So I usually try and get a power hour in before I go to work. And then I go to work for the day. And I come home and then I try and get about 15 to 30 minutes of like house stuff done, whether it's making a phone call, loading the dishwasher, putting a load of washing on, quickly cleaning a bathroom, vacuuming, straightening up, whatever it is. I try and get about 30 minutes of that in. And then I jump into VA work the rest of the evening until it's time to make dinner and kind of shut down for the day and spend time with my husband and my family. So I have to be very intentional about the tasks that I choose to do, and I have to decide what's more important than the other and what needs to be done faster than the other. So I prioritize and then I make sure that I get it done like in order of priority so that I don't necessarily feel behind. Number 2, routines. I have a morning routine, an evening routine, and a weekly routine, and I do them every week of the world, and that kind of helps me stay on top of everything. So they help me balance, they help me kind of stay on track because I just kind of just do them like clockwork. So routines are very helpful. It's also through my routines are how I still fit in time for myself and then time with my husband where I'm not constantly in my office all the time or sitting on the couch with my laptop. When I've shut down, and my family gets my attention, and I have to make sure that I have my life sort of set up in a way that I'm not drowning and everybody's needs are met. including my own. And then number 3 is I used to do this, and I may start doing it again, but I used to actually use timers. So I would set a timer for like 25 minutes, and then I would just dive into work. And that's all I was doing for 25 minutes was that amount of work. And then when that timer would ding, I would get up and take a break. But I was using the timer to hyper focus for a concentrated amount of time rather, excuse me, rather than just kind of, excuse me, winging it, basically. And then also a time block to see like what I'm going to be doing in that particular, sorry, thing of time. And then number 4, sometimes I don't. I mean, sometimes I just don't get it all done. There have been times where I just did not get to any of the housework that week. Or I was living out of my dryer for clothes, or like dishes stayed in the sink for days and we lived a whole week off of takeout. I mean, sometimes I just don't. You know, you can't do everything. You can't be there for everybody all the time. And a lot of times something is inevitably going to get dropped, and you have to be okay with that. And that's where the prioritizing comes in, is you have to give up one thing to do the other thing. So you just have to decide what's more important. And then you also just have to accept you're human. And tomorrow is a new day, and you can always start over tomorrow. So if I don't get everything on my to-do list done today, there's always tomorrow. There's always tomorrow. And there is nothing that is work related or housework related or whatever that is more important than spending time with your loved ones, particularly your small children, because they're only little for a little while. So there is nothing more important than that. And there is nothing more important than spending time with your partner, because your relationship or your marriage or whatever will not survive if you don't give it the same attention, love, and care and attention that you're giving everything else. So you can't be everywhere all the time. You can't do everything all the time. And you can't, like, you're not going to. Sometimes you're just going to miss the mark. So make sure that when you're prioritizing, you're also prioritizing but understanding, I not get to this, and that's, and that's okay, and this may not get done today. Is it okay? Can it wait till tomorrow? Or it can wait till tomorrow. So give yourself some grace, and understand that we're all just doing and trying our best. And sometimes our best is popping a frozen pizza in the oven and saying to hell with it. So, all right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure you leave me a comment and let me know kind of what you think, what your thoughts are. How do you balance everything that you've got going on in your life? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one.